the gnolls out there.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Is that just a disguise? Insight access. This. Wait, his posture, his eyes. Is he telling the truth? F5. Although I don't really care if I roll this one correctly or not. But I trust that she's saying the truth right here.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough of this charade. I know what you really are.
Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back! This is my happy place. Fuck them. Fuck Zariel.
I really wouldn't want to make you mad.
I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Easy. Those flames are getting pretty hot.
Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now!
Now let's talk about that.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Hot. Like you should have melted a long time ago. Can you see it? Let's do this one.
Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down.
Wait, how in the hell do you get infernal engine for heart? You have a mechanism for your heart. What does this engine allow you to do? Met somebody able to help a smith who worked in the hells for a time.
Well now, maybe I could make his acquaintance. Titan screw or two might let me keep a little calmer. Maybe even manage a pat or bump without burning someone to death. It's been a long time. Let's go find your friend before I blow a gasket. Lead on.
How'd you end up with such a powerful contraption?
The
these
year,
days?
10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill it? Let's just do the first one.
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board.
We have those soul
What did I
coins that they
know?
use to power
I saw
infernal
a job,
engines, so we'll
a good
see.
job, with people I liked, doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Oh, to feel so invincible again.
What's an infernal
Gives me
engine
energy.
do?
Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
You must be pent up. What's that been like? I wouldn't mind myself. I've never been one for too much conscience. Okay. What's that been like? Okay.
Agonizing. God's what I wouldn't give for a hug. A pat. Anything. You've never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here. Pathetic perhaps, but true. It's my lot to bear, and I bear it badly. Oh well.
Y'all were all beat
Can't
up
have
and
it all,
bloody
can
too,
you?
everyone
Not
is.
today, at least. What
There's
can I
still
do you
more
for?
information. In your expert opinion, okay. What do those paladins out of the way? Okay, one second. Now that those paladins are out of your way, what's next on your agenda? This isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you? So, about your tadpole powers. Let's just say...
First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right?
And then... This isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
I'd be back at my home, not caring a world, okay. I'd be in the middle of another adventure, blessed freely of a tadpole. So much has happened I can barely remember what life was like before the abduction. Yeah.
Lucky you. Sometimes I think I'd be better off indulging in a bit of light oblivion. Well, you may as well make some good memories mixed in with the body horror, huh?
We're not done yet.
Hey,
Let's see about this one.
depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
That works.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mister, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Okay, go on.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Are you telling me made love with the... Okay. Bold, few to dare, reduce. Okay, I don't believe a word the way you're saying. Let's listen to the first one.
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
You thought you knew better than Mystra? You're more of a fool than I thought. Applaud your ambition. Okay, this is to the top
I
one.
tried
Questions.
to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. Inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
We'll take the long path. I'm intrigued. Tell me all. Yeah, why not?
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise.
You're
I'll
gonna
save his
say
history for
once
another
upon a
time, but
I
the
was
gist
born.
of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
I guess you ruled out flowers and chocolates altogether then. So your grand plan was to akin to an empty cup of water in the sea? Brilliant. Oh.
The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You've seen this before. The book, the black tendrils of chaos weave that lash out and overtake you. The dread is as real as the first time. The oppression just as unbearable.
Yank your hand away. How are you still alive? All this time I've been traveling with the monster.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
I thought you were growing close. Wait, Thought we were growing closer, Gal. You should have told me right away. Unbelievable. Did you think what would happen to the tadpole with the better of you? Oh, okay, I get it. By all rights, I should kill you. Let's say,
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
goodbye. Imagine. You pose too grave at that. We'll just say this one.
That is
We need a
a
wizard.
great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
So, I got the little $10 upgrade on this game to get the cape and everything, which is all this stuff right back here. I got the little $10 upgrade for that. Ooh, paper character sheets. I want to look at that. I haven't really looked at anything yet other than the hat, the this, and I kind of looked at that. So they actually have abilities and stuff. Oh, there is a sword. But I looked at it on my other character, and on top of that, on my other character, oh boy, I'm having a completely different journey already. So that brain early on, I was able to pull it out, right? And then I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? I need to do something about it. So I poked it on one side so it'd be docile in case it wanted to do anything. And it ended up being on my team. And it referred to its, I asked it, what would I call it? Or whatever, what do I call you? And it goes, us. And and it basically asked about the eye thing. It said, that's our gift. That's our gift to you. And you're beautiful, or whatever that is. And then all the other little brains throughout the map didn't attack us. And I was able to open up the pod, free Shadow Girl, or whatever her name is. Then in the end, when we crashed the ship, she actually was on the beach next to me, the Shadow Lady, and then way nicer to me throughout the game on that so far. It almost feels like it's a different character. And since I gave her a hat, so I found like instead of a wizard hat at the beginning, I found this other hat. And it changed her hairstyle, so she looks completely different. I almost feel like just showing you guys what the hairstyle is. You know what? Let me show you real quick. Okay, this is what I meant. I kind of look like Kratos a little bit, because I had this red stripe. I didn't even notice it was red on the back. I was just doing it for the letters on my face.
Something the matter?
See, I feel like she even sounds different. It might even just be because of what's going on.
Fine. What's on your mind?
However, since I don't need a wizard, even that guy kind of clashed actually. He's just like, are you smart and wizardy stuff? And I'm like, yes I am. I mean, like, look smart about it. And I'm like, okay. And then, since I'm being nice to this person right here,
Speak.
and siding with them a little more, because I was wanting to side with them because I never even, because they hate me in the other one. She disapproves of me doing anything to do with her.